Was I just talking to you? Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Got it. Side door. His place faces the street. Side door makes sense. So his place faces the street, is what he was saying. That was the side door, the one that closed on me. I see what he's saying. Side door is usually like get into my complex, but his apartment or his townhome faces the sidewalk. You can't fail on that one. The sidewalk of Adams. Then I would have found it with no problem. Side door sounds like you're going through a side door and then you're going to go up some stairs or something, to me. But the coordinate thing can be placed into Google. I guess you just go into Google and place the coordinates. It'll take you exactly there. That's what he told me. So it doesn't matter if you have Android or iPhone. It'll work on both. But it's a Google thing. It's Google Maps. Did not know that. I know that I've heard about it, but thank goodness, because we'd be waiting. I was going to park like right over here by the EV, electric vehicle station, the charger over here, but I see what he's saying. So you can just give coordinates. I guess maybe on mobile pickups or pickups that are changed, they can certainly get their coordinates. That's what I was going to ask too. You can probably get your coordinates wherever you're at. There's probably a YouTube thing on it. That way you can do pick up or drop off or whatever, like an exact location rather than an address and all that stuff. It might be something to consider in the future. Coordinates. Pretty interesting guy. Well, found it. So we got his raisins, canes, and now we're off. Right, so tomorrow, tax specialist, probably, Walmart maybe. I'll have to kind of look at them at a distance and then come up and then say like, okay, hi, how are you? I have a feeling about something, and I will know by the end of the month. I'm not going to make any assumptions, so I'm assuming that the government took money, they've done that, and they usually tell me about it. Now, in all the garnishments, they did tell me, and they did send me an email, and I had paperwork on garnishments. So all of that I have track of. So when I worked for Einstein, they garnished me. I have track of everything. I do not have any information whatsoever on the money that was supposed to go to me from my tax return over the past 2 years. No information. So I'm assuming it went to the government, but I don't have an email or I don't have anything showing. H&R Block filed it for the last 2 years. I have all the paperwork on the filing. I may have to go to H&R Block corporate and tell them that I filed for those 2 years. And both years they handled my 1099s and they were filed, but I didn't see a single penny back. When I was able to get money, like say the 1 year was $800 and something, I was able to get the $400 to pay for the fee or whatever the fee was for what's called the filing fee, and it went through and everybody was happy. This year it was only $271 coming back because I made less, but they were not going to take that even to match it for the filing fee, where I could pay a partial amount of the filing fee. And this would be the 3rd year of me using H&R Block. So I'm gonna have to go to another tax specialist, another company, and they usually keep track. Get a message. Okay. They usually keep track of your, you know, your AGI and all this stuff. So I have to bring in my stuff that I have on my personally, because they use the AGI as like a pass code. It's like a pass number, your AGI, which is your adjusted gross income. Okay. That has to be dealt with. So I have to give them that information as a pass so they can file. They need that. That's why you always bring the year before to your tax specialist. You always bring a year before. Turbo, I'm going to tell you about Turbo at the end of this month. Okay, I'm going to give you the final thing when I, you know, nothing until we have the dough in the funding and the thing is there. Then we know. It's not a great amount. It's not, you know, we're talking about a couple $100s, but or about $100, because Turbo charged me a $158, I guess, as a filing fee. Okay, but that gives you all the little, you know, stuff things that go with your tax return, where, you know, you're like, okay, yeah, we'll protect you and all that stuff. Okay, whatever. I usually don't get any of it. Linda does it where she does $0, and she, meaning when she files, she doesn't. It always says free, and then she pushes the button. And she has to teach me that, so I couldn't figure it out. Anyway, regardless, we use TurboTax. So far, positivity, okay, because I had problems with TurboTax about 3 years ago, so I went to H&R Block. They rejected it 3 years ago because everything was wrong. Now, here's the thing. I used it now, and I'm getting, like, positive remarks, like, looking good, in the green, okay? Numbers like 271, they took 158, and then they filed it. I'm happy with that. They give me like a certain amount. It's not a whole lot. We're talking like maybe a little over $100. Okay, now we know that. But here's the thing. I have more to do, because I'm not going to use Turbo for the 1099, because they ask these circling questions where you're like, I already answered that question, and go back and, okay, I'm going to answer this question again. Okay, I answered that. Okay, and then we go back. Okay, now, okay, do I pay for meals? No, not really. Okay, here's $100, whatever. Okay, maybe not, I can do that. Okay, we're wasting $100. Delete that. Okay, it's not going to work out. Okay, fine. Let's go to another one. Okay, do you pay for this? Blah, blah, blah. All these weird questions that, yeah, I buy meals at restaurants. You know, sometimes I pick up because we get hungry. They're going to take 20 minutes. Okay, can I get a burrito? That's still buying a meal. It's still kind of a business dinner. If I went to one of the things where I meet and I have a coffee, which I didn't really do. So I said, no, we won't do that. We'll take it to a tax specialist and let them kind of look over it. So that's what we're going to do. With 1099, I suggest that. 1099s are really crazy. Go to a tax specialist, have them look at it. That's what I'm going to do. But I'm going to use a different company. Now, if I have to call H&R Block back and say, okay, I'm going to reuse you guys. I'll reuse you guys. You know, they're going to hold it until the 18th. You know, the 15th is the last day, but they can hold till the 18th. And the filing fee is it's just crazy. $400 for a filing fee. I mean, come on, get real. But that's what they asked. So usually they take that out of the thing. So we're going to use another company. We're going to talk about that other company. We've talked about TurboTax. Good news on that, okay? That was just for the W-2. Now we're going to move everything over with a 1099 to a tax specialist, because they deal with the gas mileage, they deal with the numbers, they deal with the stuff that the government helps you with, and they're going to be able, well, why don't you do this, you know? And you're like, oh, I never thought of that. That's why I'm a tax specialist, consulting you, blah, blah, blah. Let's try this. So we're going to try that. I'm going to look at them at a distance at a Walmart, kind of get my feel, maybe walk by them a little bit closer, look at them, kind of smile, and then I'll sit down and say, okay, I need to file, you know, that kind of thing. So we're going to do that tomorrow, hopefully around a little bit after lunch, probably going into a Walmart. They have them all in there. Don't know the company yet, and I'm going to share that information with you later. I reviewed what I was saying, and I have to make it a little more clear. Okay. Here's the lowdown. I went into H&R Block, and I gave them my two 1099s and everything. Now, they used everything. Okay, so by the end of the whole thing, of all three jobs, remember I worked for Einstein Bagels, DoorDash, and Grubhub. They had $271 coming back, which is good news. I'm like, wow, that's great. But then they want $400 for a filing fee. So that's kind of why I was like, okay, let me try TurboTax. With TurboTax, they're not going to let you pay without a filing fee if you're using your 1099s. But I can put in the W-2 for Einstein Bagels and send that through, because that's just numbers. They just want a few little things, fill this in, blah, 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 and then you hit the button and it's good to go. Linda knows how to do it where it's free. I don't know the glitch, but she knows how to do it, and then she gets the money back, blah, blah. That's what she does. She has to teach me that. I have to watch her do it. Now, I had to pay $158 out of the $271, so I get a little bit back. I think it's something like that. I don't know if I have the exact numbers. That's done with. Good news, boom. Okay. Now we're going to go to a tax specialist and say, look, I got these two 299s, one from Grubhub, one from DoorDash. Let's go. And then here's the mileage, and then you're good to go. You give them the mileage. If you want to write something off, then you can. If it's a vehicle maintenance and stuff, they may ask that. I don't know the whole details. Sometimes it's good to do that. A lot of times it's not. My tax specialist said, just worry about the mileage. Don't put all this other stuff, oil change, jazz, and all this maintenance stuff. You can if you want, you know, the office space and all this stuff. You can if you want, but it doesn't always help because of spending. Okay, so we're going to talk about all those things. You have to kind of look through TurboTax when you do that with a 1099. Some may be able to do that. It can work out, but we're going to go to a specialist, and that'll be for tomorrow, and I'll tell you the results of that. So I hope that's a little more clear, that the W-2 is okay with Turbo. 1099, see a specialist. H&R Block was going to do all three, didn't work out this time. They've done it before, but I didn't make as much because I made more with Einstein Bagels, so that changes things. Under my thumb, I'm here to check on your thumb. Say hi to kitty cat. I know Pants saying hi. What are you doing? You're just chilling? Did you get enough 20-hour sleepage? Was that a good nap? Did you feed him? He's fine. Here, give me a kissy. And then we have to check on it. Okay, we're gonna check on Linda's thumb. Yes, I just now found out tomorrow's Easter, so. But we're gonna go in the next couple of days to tax specialist and talk to them about the whole 1099 mystery. It's harder than you think, but some can do it on TurboTax. I haven't been able to, so I go to H&R Block, but we're gonna try another one. And then another thing too, okay, kitty, calm down. But TurboTax is very good for W-2s. So that one I can handle. It's not that big of a deal. It's the mileage that you have to watch out for. Yeah, just bite me, kitty, that's fine. All right, other than that, now we write a page from Escape from Maine. Currently in Texas, but I escaped Maine. So didn't want to be there. Too cold, too much snow shoveling. No. So we found a way to escape. Going to the computer, and we will write Escape from Maine. All right, we're about to do the scroll. Linda's cooking something with hamburger meat. Now we're gonna get ready over this way, and we're waiting for this to, there we go, for this right here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do the scroll. As you can see, I'm listening to Radiohead, the KEXP, The Smile. Well, there's The Smile. But Kitty, yeah, there he goes. It got to him, this song, about 12 minutes in, and he started jumping the walls. Yeah, there he goes. He's got the Well Shark Tunnel. There he is. He jumped probably up to the doorknob, straight up, surfed the side of the wall. There he goes. He surfs the side of the wall. So he went up against the wall. When I am king, you will be fast upon the ball. So he ran all the way there, jumped up on the wall, boom, went all the way down, then ran into the whale shark tunnel. He's waiting for the music to come back on. I turn the music on, he starts flipping out, like jumping up on things. He can't stand it. Linda came in through the patio and she threw up on the side of the, I don't know if she's preggo, but probably not. Anyway, she might be, I don't know, she could be. There's Kitty. Oh, there he goes. Calming down like this. Too much Radiohead, Kitty? I think it was really disturbing him. He got in a real kind of aggressive mode. I mean, he just ran up there, real jumped up, ran over here, and got in there really quick. He's doing the hyper kitty thing. Come here, kitty. Come here. Come on, kitty. When I am king, you will be fast upon the ball. You listening to the unborn chicken voices in your head. The unborn chicken voices. Doing the roll, he's rolling around in the whale shark tunnel. Kitty. Whale shark tunnel time. It's the whale shark tunnel, kitty. I'm the whale shark tunnel. I do the whale shark tunnel. The whale shark tunnel, kitty. Yeah, there he goes. The whale shark tunnel. There he goes, yep. Told you. See if he does any jumping. Whale shark tunnel, kitty, yeah. There he goes. Whale shark tunnel. Don't get too much. Now he's going for a snack. All right. Let's see how much. Oh, he went back in. It's like that scene in Aliens. I'm getting a big reading, Sarge. They're all around us, man. Game over. What are we gonna do? It's game over, man. It's game over, man. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do now, man? Game over. Do something, kitty. Do something.